Hi, this is Noah Stubbs with a Canvas Extra. Evansville will have a new hockey team next season. Local businessman Mike Hall will bring an expansion Southern Professional Hockey League team to the city. The announcement comes less than 3 weeks after the ECHL's Iceman franchise said it was leaving Evansville for Owensboro. We were able to have an extended discussion with Mike and Mayor Lloyd Winnicky after a press conference today at the Ford Center. First up is new SPHL owner Mike Hall.
So Mike, just tell me about how you came to want to become a hockey team owner.
Well, I was just telling the gentleman before, about 3 years ago, I formed a relationship with former coach Jeff Pyle. I don't know if you guys were into the hockey scene. But Jeff Pyle was a guy, he was at the time was the second winningest coach in the ECHL. And I actually met him when he got off the plane and told him, hey, I'm a season ticket holder, what's going on here? So we formed this bond, this relationship, and from that point, you know, he just encouraged me to go to practices and just be involved. And at that point, I was like, and he kept telling me, he goes, man, if it ever came about, you'd be a perfect guy to own a team. And I've actually talked to Mr. Jeffries that was here right there from the Huntsville Havoc. I went down, my youngest, Ethan, was playing in a hockey tournament in Huntsville a month ago. It was right after the Icemen had announced they were going to leave, going to Owensboro. I met with him. He brought me in and met him. He and I, at the same age, he goes, "You're me when I was 45. You're the right guy to do this. You have the passion and everything." And that's really, you know, I have a lot of people telling me that. I'm a passionate hockey fan. I love Evansville sports in general, and that's really how it happened.
Can you tell us more about yourself? I mean, we know you're from Evansville and your family lives here, but can you tell us what you do?
Let's see, what's the best way? So I went to North Posey High School in Posey County. Well, I'm from Wadesville, St. Wendell area, actually. I don't know if you guys are Beer Stube, St. Wendell. Yeah. So I'm from there. I'm a mechanical engineer. Went to the University of Evansville. Graduated there in '94. And worked for a variety of different places. But I'm the type of guy that was... I wanted to run my own business. So I own my own consulting firms, 2 different engineering firms for 16 years, and I also owned a temporary staffing agency briefly. So I have a pretty long business background. I sold those businesses about 5 years ago, and I went to work as a business solution consultant about 5 years ago for an Australian company.
So what are you doing right now, though?
I am a business solution consultant for a company, and in about 3 weeks that'll be coming to an end. But that's what I have been doing for a long time, is making business more efficient. Also, a couple things off note. So some of my sports-related things I've done. I don't know. We used to have Thunder on the Ohio here.
Of course.
Yeah. So I heavily involved in the boat from Evansville, the U3. So for the last 28 years, I've been the design engineer on that boat for 28 years. So we've set every world record, and I will continue to work on that because that's in the summer, and I fly to all the races and do the radios, and I still... If you look at my hands, they look like a body guy's hands because that's what I do. I do a lot of bondo work and things like that for the hydroplanes, and so I've been exposed to a lot of big-time sports that way, so I understand marketing. Obviously not to this level. I'm going to hire somebody to do that stuff here.
From what we understand, the business model of the new league is different from the ECHL.
Yeah.
Costs less to operate a team. You've already mentioned in terms of ticket sales will be down. Mm-hmm. Don't know how much, but what about other things that go along with the hockey team? Merchandising, things like that. Are they going to be? Can we expect them to be less money to purchase, like a T-shirt or,
whatever that the market will bear. I don't know at that point. What we're going to do. It's early, but it's one thing that we are going to go hard on is the merchandising. I like the cool looking shirts and things like that. I've got all the swag, and I want to make sure that we do an excellent job with that. You'll see one thing that I really like, and I'm learning a lot from Mr. Jeffries, is that we they always have youth jersey giveaways and they do youth, but we want to include the adults a whole lot.
Do you feel a lot of pressure to perform well for the hockey fans in the
Yeah.
city, especially after the high-profile lease negotiations we've had?
Also being a fan yourself too, yeah.
Yeah, I want to win. I'm tired of being in the lower third of whatever league we're in. I mean, my goal is to come in and win, and whatever coach we bring in, you know, I know it's expansion franchise, so I might be setting a little too lofty of goals, but I want to win, and I'm tired of losing. I expect that whatever coach I bring in is going to have a wealth of experience, and it's going to have relationships with agents, and we are going to get in, and they know that whatever coach I in is going to take care of their players, and we're going to get them to the next level. So that's my goal.
Cool. Well, thank you for your time, Mike.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it.
Yeah. And here's our interview with Mayor Winnicky.
Now, how did this relationship come to be, I guess, with Mike and the SPHL?
Mike is a super fan. He's a season ticket holder for the Icemen. When it became apparent that the Icemen were not going to continue in the Ford Center, he came to us and talked about the prospects of bringing the SPHL to the marketplace, and he did all the work.
So, asking the same question I asked before, can this area support two hockey teams? And if you think we can, how can we make sure we keep hockey fans that were Iceman fans here in Evansville?
Yes, I think we can support two hockey teams. And you know, I think you have to look at it in a couple of ways. One, Mr. Geary, by the terms of his franchise agreement with the ECHL, has a 50-mile cap on it. So he can go, there can't be another ECHL team within 50 miles of Evansville. You know, I think the Icemen, over their 9 years here, have done a great job of building a fan base. So based on the feedback we were getting, after it became apparent the Icemen would not return, we felt it was really important to do everything we could to keep professional hockey here. So it's going to be incumbent upon Mr. Hall, the new owner, to market his new team, to make it exciting and make it fun, affordable, family entertainment so people will come in. But you heard the commissioner of the league, Jim Combs, said this is one of the marquee facilities of the league. So I think that I think the city of Evansville will support a new team.
Bringing it back to what actually led to us being here is the lease agreement the Icemen had with the Ford Center. How will this new lease agreement with the to-be-named hockey team work out?
It's the same agreement that we presented to Mr. Geary and the Evansville Icemen. And we think this will be successful because the business model for the SPHL is different than it is for the ECHL. And by that I mean it costs more to run and own a team in the ECHL than it does in the SPHL. So we think this is a good deal certainly it's a good deal for the city of Evansville, and we think based on the business model we've seen of other SPHL teams that this will work here.
Anything else you'd like to add?
No, it's an exciting day, and we certainly appreciate Mr. Hall's commitment. He and his family, they're taking a risk, but clearly they believe that they can be successful, and we want to do everything we can to support them.
What is going to be your write-in candidate for the team name? I know you have an idea.
You know, I don't know. I have to do some heavy searching on that, but I will definitely offer some suggestions.
Okay, all right, because Fake Floyd Winnicky said the Evansville Winnickies. I'm just saying. LSTs.
Oh, see, I'm a little behind on my Fake Lloyd Winnicky reading.